violence here that has occurred has been from the United States government. Violence here that has occurred has been from the United States government and the foreign or the dipshit contractors, the private security firms, Swan and whoever else that they fucking hire out. These contract fucking mercenaries, these has-beens. So it looks like the Army Corps of Engineers has issued a letter today stating that on December 5th it is their intent to clear the Vacate camp. Anything north of the Cannonball River they intend on clearing the camp out. So here's what I'm going to tell you what I think about that letter. I don't think that it's any coincidence whatsoever that that letter was issued today after the past couple of days of seeing what the veteran buildup is looking like heading into December 4th, going into Standing Rock. From what I've seen now with the event that's been organized by Wesley Clark Jr., that event is growing in numbers, it's growing in participation, and the Vacate camp, I think what I'm seeing is that they have expected the numbers there to go down as it was getting colder, as we're going into the winter time. They were expecting, I think, more people to just naturally disperse because of the frigid temperatures in the incoming winter. And so they didn't see that, and because of that, they're now taking additional measures. I find it funny in the letter from the Army Corps of Engineers that in the first paragraph they state that for public safety and for the welfare of the people that they need to disperse the camp because of the interaction and the violence. You see, the only violence here that has occurred has been from the United States government and the foreign or the dipshit contractors, the private security firms, Swan and whoever else that they fucking hire out. These contract fucking mercenaries, these has-beens, who, because they don't have work overseas in fucking Iraq or Afghanistan, they want to come over there and shoot First Nation people in the back of the fucking head with rubber bullets. So the only violence that I've seen has been on their part. Fucking Morton County piece of shit sheriff department. So I'm stupid pissed right now. I can't say as I'm any too surprised, but guess what? You're not going to deter, you're not going to deter the veterans coming into Standing Rock. You're not going to deter the First Nations people that are standing there. You're not going to deter the other Americans who have flooded into Standing Rock in order to stand alongside the people who are exercising their First Amendment right to tell you to go fuck yourself and they don't like what you're doing. You're not going to deter us, even with your letter. So you can probably expect that leading into December 5th, you're going to have several thousand more people pour in. That's what I would encourage. I would encourage more people to take time off work, to leave their jobs, to do whatever they need to do, to go to Standing Rock and tell the Corps of Engineers they can go to hell too. Because guess what, Army Corps of Engineers? I don't think the land appropriately belongs to you anyhow because of the 1868 Fort Laramie Treaty. So you can suck it. You can suck it, Army Corps of Engineers. What do you fucking do anyhow? You're entrusted to manage public land. Is that federal land? Who does it belong to? Does it belong to you? Does it belong to the First Nations? Exactly who does it belong to? Because I'm pretty fucking certain that you guys stole that shit a little while back. I don't know. Maybe it was during the peak of the gold rush down there. I don't really know. But I know at some point in time, you broke the damn treaty and you took land that should have been yours to begin with. So actually, you Army Corps of Engineers should be getting fucking evicted immediately, along with the Morton County, Sheriff's Department, along with Swan International, whoever those fucktards are. They should all be getting booted off that land. And the land should be returned to its rightful owners. Period. We got enough property in America. We don't need any more. And furthermore, We don't need their pipeline going through there and placing that oil at risk. You people who have been fooled, you've been duped into believing that these pipelines are so safe. You do know that there's a Navy veteran up there, right, who's a whistleblower on the pipelines because he was tasked with covering up oil company cleanups. Did you guys know that? He's up there teaching lessons, and I'm going to contact the man because he's a fellow Navy veteran, and we're going to bring more exposure to the pipeline and the oil company. Their pipelines aren't as fucking safe as they think that they are. The big oil spill that happened up here in Michigan, look at that video that he did on that. They covered it up. They spent millions of dollars to cover it up. Millions. And this guy blew the whistle on him. And guess what? Yes, he got fired because he told him that shit's not clean. And it's poisoned. It's poisoned communities up there because their drinking water's poisoned. It's happening all over this country. They have allowable leak rates. Leak rates. You know what that means? With a 500,000 a gallon day oil pipeline that goes underneath the river, when you have that and they have an acceptable drop rate in pressure of, I don't know, 1%. So let's say 500 gallons, 5,000 gallons. That's a lot of fucking oil that's pouring into the river, that's pouring into the drinking water. But they don't care. You know why? Because they're rich fucking consumers. They can get clean water elsewhere if they want to. They don't give a damn. So you stand firm, Standing Rock. You stand firm right where you're at. They want to push you off that land. Nope. Nope. It's not their land to begin with. Not their land. Veterans are coming in, and I think that it's a strategic point in the federal government because we haven't heard anything yet out of the Commander-in-Chief. We haven't heard anything yet out of Donald Trump. We haven't heard anything yet out of our senior-most leadership here in this country about the situation ongoing in North fucking Dakota. Where are you when you're being paid to do a fucking job, President Barack Obama? Where are you? So they issue a federal order to have that land vacated under the premise about the safety of the people. If you were concerned about the safety of the fucking people, you would have taken your ass out there and you would have cut their fucking hoses where they were sucking water out and spraying it on these people in 20 some odd degree weather. You would have fucking done it then if you were really concerned about the safety of those people. If you were really concerned about the safety of those people, you wouldn't allow the trafficking of children off of reservations. If you were really fucking concerned about it. We've used the Army against the First Nations people in the past in Wounded Knee and other massacres in this country. And it's absolutely fucking deplorable to me. It's deplorable to me that somebody in this fucking country would issue another order ordering the fucking Army to come in and disperse freaking indigenous personnel. Fuck you and whoever you are that issued that order. I'm mad as shit this evening. I read that letter and I just sat there steaming. The more I read, the madder I fucking got. And I'm sorry. I know I've got a lot of profanity. That's 20 years in the United States Navy and being pissed off at a country that I swore to protect, to watch big corporations, big business, and the collusion with the fucking government continue to destroy America at the expense of the American people. Because they don't give a shit about us. It's time we took that stand. This is the 1960s of our time. But we stand together, black, white, native, Chinese, Japanese, it don't matter. We stand there as human beings, as humans who know what's right in our heart. That pipeline is not good for this country, no more so than there are any other pipelines that they want to run through this country and destroy property. We need to move past oil, and we have the ability, we have the knowledge, we have the technical expertise that we can move past oil and coal and everything else. Don't tell me that we fucking don't, because I know that we do. We don't need to rely upon petroleum products. I know people preach, well, you use petroleum products every day. Yeah, you're fucking right. And I'm not a manufacturer either. So how about we manufacture something out of, I don't know, hemp? How about we use some fucking hemp? Can we do that? Could we get rid of the fucking, all the pharmaceutical drugs that they pump out to us and use marijuana? Could we fucking do that? No, because it would cut into their multi-billion-dollar businesses of fucking and killing Americans. It's time we took back our country from the bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. and from the corporations who want to ruin this country. It's not fucking theirs. It's ours. It's our country. I'm mad about it because this is not the country that I want to give over to my children. And I'm not going to. My children will not inherit this country. They will inherit a country that I fought for 20 years. And I'm sorry that it took me so long to realize what was going on. I'm really mad. You guys stand firm. Stand firm in Standing Rock. I'm coming back to Standing Rock. Veterans are coming to Standing Rock. They can push us off that ground. This is Kash Jackson with Restoring Freedom. We will restore freedom to Cannonball, North Dakota, to Standing Rock. We will restore freedom in the rest of this country. You guys have a great night. Army Corps of Engineers, I'll see you soon. Up is looking like heading into December 4th, going into Standing Rock. From what I've seen now with the event that's been organized by Wesley Clark Jr., that event is growing in numbers, it's growing in participation, and the Vacate camp, I think what I'm seeing is that they have expected the numbers there to go down as it was getting colder, as we're going into the winter time. They were expecting, I think, more people to just naturally disperse because of the frigid temperatures in the incoming winter. And so they didn't see that, and because violence here that has occurred has been from the United States government, violence here that has occurred has been from the United States government and the foreign or the dipshit contractors, the private security firms, Swan and whoever else that they fucking hire out, these contract fucking mercenaries, these has-beens. So it looks like the Army Corps of Engineers has issued a letter today stating that on December 5th it is their intent to clear the Vacate camp. Anything north of the Cannonball River they intend on clearing the camp out. So here's what I want to tell you what I think about that letter. I don't think that it's any coincidence whatsoever that that letter was issued today after the past couple of days of seeing what the veteran build